I'm entertained, of course, like we all are, but I'm also so sad that we're still talking about it. I am so sad thinking about the family, or both the families of these individuals and what they've put them through and what the internet now has put them through, and the fact that, yes, this video has gone so viral that I myself, I think I've seen it hundreds of times. I just can't believe people act this way. I really can't. Let me know your thoughts.
This Coldplay kiss cam couple, the CEO of Astronomy, which is a data company, and his HR department head, of course, caught on kiss cam when they are both married to other people and have a family, both of them separate from one another. And pretty clearly they realized in the moment they should not be there, Liz. This was the wrong thing to be doing, to be caught on kiss cam together, because the guy like dives down and she turns around, and it's a very awkward, uncomfortable thing to watch. Here's my question though. So over the weekend, I was with some friends and we were all talking about this, and it was interesting to get takes from different people on this. My take on this is that they both should be ashamed of themselves, and there's absolutely zero excuse for any of that behavior, and they deserved to be caught and they deserved to be shamed. And if I were them, I would go in the witness protection program, I would change my identity, I would move out of the country, and I would never come back, because I don't know how those two live another day outside of this. But with that said, Liz, let me get your take on this. Some of the gentlemen who were in our group over the weekend suggested that, you know, this is not as big a deal as perhaps I am making it and other people are making it. That maybe this guy just had a wife who he was like, they just weren't getting along and they weren't connected anymore. And this is what happens, you know, a wandering eye. What's your take on all this? Do you agree with that? Because I was kind of shocked by some of these guys and their perspective.
Are those guys married by any chance?
They are married. They're all married, by the way. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my husband would be murdered and slaughtered and cut into little pieces. I don't even understand. I don't know why you can't just cheat in private, like get a hotel room, like Bill Clinton used to do. Like, what are you doing? I don't know why it's in public. I don't get it. Shame on both of them. I feel horrible for, you know, their individual spouses, for their children. And yeah, I agree. I hope I mean, we don't want them in America. I hope they leave America and never come back.
Reagan, you know, there's so much that whenever people do stuff like this, it's not just about them. To me, this is one of the most selfish things you can do, right? Because as Liz just said, you have a family. These people have children. These children are going to understand what happened. How is this all going to be for them to process? Think about their spouses, how embarrassing and what a horrible way. I mean, at least they know now. Maybe they wondered. At least they have the evidence of it now. But whenever things like this happen, I hope that people start to just take a beat. You know if what you're about to do is wrong. Those two knew exactly what they were doing and that it was wrong, and you can see by the reaction they both had when they were caught. But it impacts so many other people, and maybe this is a good time for people to think of that and learn a lesson via these two individuals.
Yeah, no, this isn't normal. And if it is normal, it shouldn't be normal. You know, just as a young person, and as I'm watching my friends around me start to get engaged and get married, and talking about what that means, and talking about it as a Christian, you kind of prepare for scenarios where, you know, you have to keep that spark alive for years and years to come in your marriage. And so I think this is just an incredibly sad scenario, and it's something that maybe America can use to take marriage more seriously, to dive into your faith, to have a good group of friends, by the way, who are going to support you in your marriage and lift you up and keep you accountable. And so I think this is just a cultural thing that a lot of people can learn from it. It's so sad, and my heart really breaks for the wife and for the family, and also for the husband of the woman that was with the man at this concert. It's an incredibly sad situation, and I hope I do believe the culture is shifting in America, where this is becoming frowned upon. And we saw pretty much everybody unite in the country and say, oh my gosh, this is horrific. And so that's a good indicator.
The one unifying thing are these two. I love that you said that, you know, you have to kind of think down the line and in the future, because look, No, I feel like in this country have perpetuated a culture of everything should be easy, a quick fix, lose weight fast, get an injection. Don't worry about going to the gym no, everything that is worth it, you have to work for. And I would say the thing that is probably most worth it is your marriage. To me, nothing is ever supposed to be perfect. You always have to put time and energy into things you care about. And if you don't put it into your marriage, then things are going to get hard. And there will always be hard times. But you have to prepare yourself for that. And you have to be willing to fight for it and work for it. And you have to go into it, I think, knowing that you're going to hit rocky times that everybody does. That is just life. That's how it is. You all go through things that are different and that people may not know about from the outside. But this, I hope, is a good lesson for people that, you should really start thinking about your own relationships. And I think we're so knee-jerk in our society to just say, just get a divorce, just cut it off if it's not working. There's so much more to a relationship than just, the couple. If you have a family, you have to think about that. And you should go into it knowing you're going to have to work hard for it. And I think that you talk to people who have been married for 40, 50, 60 years, and they will tell you that it is the greatest thing they ever did, that they're so happy that they stayed together, that there were always tough times, that there were times where one of them maybe thought about ending the marriage, but as long as that other partner was willing to work for it and they stayed together, they're so grateful to have that partnership, because there's really nothing like it, to spend your life with somebody and to share your life with that person and to have them by your side for all of the things that life throws at you. I think it's a great thing. So hopefully the lesson learned from the Kiss Cam couple at the Coldplay concert is we should just be working a little harder at our relationships. I would say that for marriage and just overall, we just cut things off too easily as far as I'm concerned in this society. But I digress. Reagan and Liz, thank you ladies so much for spending time with us and giving us your thoughts. To everybody at home, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And we'll see you back here next time for more of The Right View.